I recently got some questions about what to do if you're, say, living in the blazing hot sun, or maybe the weather just ain't agreeing with the whole I want to go out in nature and commune and be with me magic and all that fun stuff. So I also have this issue because I live in goddamn Arizona and it is so freaking hot outside that I can't do things anymore like I used to that help me to connect with the earth and, you know, the grandness of everything. Can't do that no more. No, can't. So that's a couple of tips that I've found that help me, I don't know, get through the awfulness that is the heat. So when the weather isn't agreeing with you, things you can do in your craft that just help out. So one thing I like to do is whatever is healthy for my body at the time of what I'm doing is something I really lean into. So for example, Arizona is hot as goddamn hell outside. There's no moisture in this fucking air. Like, it's just dry. It's awful. So hydration has become a huge part of, actually a part of my craft, which I didn't even realize I could too. So a lot of times what I do now is I have this pretty goblety-esque cup and I just fill it up with water and I leave it on my altar to sit here. And I like to do it especially on, ever since what now, May, since it's been this freaking hot. So I've definitely been doing this since May, always on a full moon or a new moon to have like water, because the moon comes through the windows, I leave it open, it stays on the altar, it charges up. And then every morning I try to chug this and drink down all of the psychically imbued good lovely moon water onto it. So one, I'm immediately hydrated in the morning, and two, it's a little magical. It's just a little something where I'm taking a little magical edge to something that's simple like hydration. Next thing that I try to do is take a minute and do the things that are indoor based. You know what I mean? Like, so I used to feel very I loved cooking, and I love to cook when I have the time to and I have the ingredients that are set aside perfectly, and also to get in commune with nature a bit. I try to find things that are, one, locally based, and two, that are help cool me off, right? So I do drink a lot more teas and coffees iced. And I look into the seasonal foods and groups of that nature that go along with the summertime, and especially go along with Arizona, trying to connect more with what is something that is going on right now in my stuff and what can I honor food-wise that also will keep me cold and keep me chill. And basically that's what I do with a lot of stuff when the weather isn't being nice. I sit down and I look at the everyday things in my life that would make things easier to deal with say a climate that I'm not a fan of, that I would already do, and then try to make it witchy. Like, what is the association with, say, a fruit smoothie, like some of the fruits that I'm using? What is some of the associations with certain flowers that are right now blooming? There's like freaking bougainvillea plants do fantastic here for some reason, and we have two of them at my parents' house where I'm currently living. So I'm like looking into what is the association with a bougainvillea plant? What is the, you know, thing that goes along with that works so well? And then another thing that I like to do a lot, which is really, really hard to do, I know, especially because this involves actually changing your schedule up a bit, but it is bloody hot in Arizona. But I still like to get outdoors. So I have actually forced myself to definitely be waking up earlier every morning. And that is just because I want to be able to get outside when it is the least amount of, oh my god, blech. And doing that means getting up at 5 in the damn morning when the sun has just come up, when it's still 90 degrees, but it's not 114 yet. And so it's bearable, and so I can get outside and enjoy a little bit of the sunshine or the wind or the breeze. Like, I'm still trying to get outside and connect with earth and actually put my feet on the ground before the sun has the ability to roast it alive and my feet will burn. And I make sure to go out even though it's really, really hot. I always make sure, because one, I have to walk my dogs, but two, I like to go out and like look at the stars and look at the clearness of the sky and take a minute and really honor that little bit of time that darkness gives me. I give thanks to darkness at my altar because it gives a little bit of chill and cool what little bit we get here. I really take moments to honor things like that. I also like look at the sun and go, I got you, you're all powerful. Like any magic where people are like honoring fire and bonfires for like different stuff. No, I don't do that. Why? Because the damn sun is enough of a bonfire for me right now. It is hot enough. I have so much fire and energy going on here that it's almost burnt me out a lot of times, and that's all I need. I don't need anything else. I also take the time to honor the water. You know, anything that feels like, oh, thank God for nice cold water. Thank God for hydration. Thank God for the darkness. Thank the gods and the goddesses for the little bit of like pool time that I get to have, because, oh, it at least cools me off. Thank the gods for the modern marvels of air conditioning. I take extra times and I work those things that like really value me. I actually work them into my craft. And you know, there's times also where I also remember everything is changing, because at the end of the day, nothing is forever. So we're always in a cycle, and I thank my deity, especially Persephone, for the constant spin of change. As hot as it is, and as much as I feel like, oh my God, it's never going to be cold again, it will. It'll get chilly, it'll be fine. You just need to last out, and if this is a time of hibernation and a little less of me being outside and being active because I just want to huddle in where it's cold, fine. That's all I need to do. I don't need anything else. I don't need to push myself to really be engaged with things that don't align with my current climate. I don't have time to go to a bonfire. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's fire warnings. Like, we couldn't even have fireworks for the 4th of July here because it's so hot and it will probably cause a wildfire, and no one wants that. So there's like things like that where it's like, okay, well, no bonfires for me then. That's fine, but I can definitely find out what the association is for cucumber as I put it in my water to drink, so my water's a little more refreshing. Basic things like that. So those are just some of the things that I've been trying to do. It's a bit rambly, this video, but some things that just help when the climate is not friendly. So like, put comments like down below. Is there other weather patterns where you're like, oh my God, it's this, it's awful. No, 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 not doing it. All those comments down below. Anyway, I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Follow me on the Twitters, the Instagrams, all of that, and check out my blog if you want more weekly updates. I am going to be pumping a bunch more of those out. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.